What's up guys, Casual back again, and as promised I have a bit of info about a villain players have been wanting to see come to the game since the game was announced, and now we might have reason to believe he'll finally be making his debut in 2022. So let's jump into it. So I know a lot of you guys are either really new to the game or maybe you're just a casual player returning from a hiatus because you heard something that got you interested in the game again, but I'll get you guys up to speed on why so many players have suspected Ultron would be coming at some point. So from the moment we were introduced to Roy at the Anthill, players who were familiar with the comics and the history of Hank Pym, aka Ant-Man, and Ultron know that Hank is the original creator of Ultron, and that Ultron ultimately becomes sentient and tries to destroy the Avengers along with humanity. And we've seen the MCU take things in a different direction by having Tony Stark and Bruce Banner as the creators of Ultron, but the game story seems to be taking things in their own direction with how Ultron will come to be in this universe. If you completed the Cosmic Cube mission and going back to the Anthill to speak with Hank Pym, you got a cutscene that included this scene. The second we saw this, we knew this was a tease that Roy would indeed become Ultron and that the Cosmic Cube will be the reason behind this. But for those of you who don't follow the data mining community, it's been known for quite some time that Ultron was in the game files as a villain and that he would have various attacks, clones, and an Ultron Prime version. EddieZ115 is a data miner for the game and has shared some of the files he found for Ultron, and he recently found something interesting about Riri Williams in the game files that I'll be covering soon, because while that sounds like huge news, it could be a lot simpler, so I'll let you guys know the details on that as soon as I get more info. But of course, you know that Miller has been leaking that Ultron was in the game from the beginning, and back in February he tweeted that there was a small update to Ultron that showed up in the files a few months prior, and in March he tweeted that the only bosses he'd seen any progress on post-launch were Claw and Ultron. And he also said that there will be a unique mechanic where you'll have to plant beacons during the fight. So we know that he's still at least in the works and hasn't been abandoned, and in a tweet from November, Miller said that he'd be shocked to see Ultron pop up after the launch of She-Hulk, and he expects him to come as a Cosmic Cube style event or possibly even coming alongside She-Hulk. Bear in mind that this is his own speculation, so don't take it as official news or gospel, but he does have access to the game files and he does have sources close to the game, and he's been a quite reliable source for information on things coming to the game. He also reiterated on his ongoing stream that he believes Ultron will be coming this year and that the fight against him will be similar to Monica's Cosmic Cube villain sector in some regards. Now I think they can handle his story in a number of ways, and I'm sure they'll probably either tease a potential return after he's defeated or potentially tease the introduction of a future hero like Vision, because we know Vision was created by Ultron. I am curious as to how they'll go about having Ultron make his presence known to the Avengers, because since Roy works in such close proximity to their operation, he will have all the access he needs to shut down their communications and networks, as well as potentially corrupting Jarvis to set the stage for the Vision, similar to what we saw in the MCU. And we know from the campaign that Jarvis couldn't defend against MODOK's corruption, so it's safe to assume that things won't go well against Ultron either. I know we all have huge expectations for the game this year, and I know the dev team will do the best they can to deliver on as much as possible, and I'm definitely looking forward to Ultron coming to the game because that sets the stage for what could be the best villain fight in the game, with the potential to see him return as a raid. And my guess is he'll be squeezed in between hero releases, meaning either between the new hero that's been in development and She-Hulk, or between her and Winter Soldier's release. But either way, I'm even more excited to see what's on the official roadmap to start the year off, and now I want to hear from you guys. Do you think we'll finally see Roy become Ultron, or are you still doubtful about him being a future villain? Make sure to drop a like if you enjoyed today's video, and subscribe to catch even more Marvel's Avengers content every week, and keep an eye out for my next video where I share who I believe the new hero will be and why. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.